I'm Stephanie Dreyer, the founder of Batch Cooking Club. Welcome to today's live cooking class. We are here Thursdays weekly. We're a little late today. We're usually 10:30 Pacific Standard Time. We're tuning in a little bit later at 11:30. So if you're watching this live, hello, welcome. Please tell us that you're here. Drop an emoji in the comments, put in where you're cooking from. And if you're watching in replay, do the same with the hashtag replay. I love to go back and look at all the comments to connect with you. First of all, big shout out to our members who are watching. We love and appreciate you. Do we have any shout outs this morning?
Our first one is from Gail, Southern California.
Hi Gail, thanks for watching live, #1 fan over there. Before I jump into today's recipe, which is our baked spinach falafel, these are not fried, they're baked, so they're super healthy, but they are so delicious. Just because they're not fried doesn't take away any of the flavor, and we don't have any oil in them either. So this is a great base recipe, or actually not a base recipe. It's got spinach and chickpeas, and we've even powered them with hemp seeds because I love to throw hemp seeds into anything I can because it's such a great protein source and superfood. So, but before we get started, I have a special fun announcement that I wanted to share. We are making magic in the kitchen starting Monday. Meal Prep Magic, my live challenge, is kicking off Monday through Thursday. I am sharing all the magicalness of batch cooking and meal prep and feeding a family so it's easy and fun. I'm gonna help get you started on a routine. I'm gonna help get you started into a meal prep schedule that works for you, not create more work. And I'd love you to sign up if you go to, it's totally free. If you go to batchcookingclub.com/magic, you can get signed up. You'll get the free workbook and the emails from me when everything's happening live. It's gonna be live on Instagram. And if you can't make it live, I will be sending out the videos so you can watch at your convenience, at your pace, all right? So that is that. I hope you'll join me. Meal Prep Magic Live Challenge at batchcookingclub.com/magic. Hopefully we have some other, looks like we have some other people joining us. Yeah.
Well, I wanted to give a shout out to Marcia from Washington.
Hey Marcia, good morning. Thanks for joining. Okay, so I'm gonna dive in. So every week we give our members 4 dinners for the week. And we also give them 4 to 6 other recipes that they can prep on the weekend that will speed up those dinners later in the week. So today we're featuring one of those recipes, which is our baked spinach falafel. And these falafel are getting layered in our cauliflower hummus nachos. Yes, those are a thing and they are amazing. My non-vegan daughter told me when she ate them, straight from the pan by the way, Mom, I could go vegan if I could eat like this every day. And I told her, well, you can't eat like this every day, especially since I'm your mom. So I only share that to say these falafel are a winner. My nachos are a winner. You gotta become a member to get the nacho recipe, but this recipe we're posting after the live. I will share a link to the full recipe so you can get all of that. So I'm gonna jump in. For this recipe, like I mentioned, it's oil-free and we're baking it, so it's healthy, but it doesn't take away any of the flavor. I'm doing half of a recipe. The full recipe makes 14 falafels, and I'm doing 2-inch scoop falafels. This is my little handy secret weapon tool to make very beautiful falafels. So I'm using just 1 can of chickpeas for this, but again, the full recipe will post, and it calls for 2 cans. And then in here I have a mix of spinach, flat leaf Italian parsley, and mint. And it smells so good. And this is a really easy recipe that you just batch, like I said, on the weekend. All of it goes into the food processor and then onto a baking sheet. It couldn't get much easier than that, which makes it a fun recipe to do with kids, as they can help you with all of that and can help you wash the spinach, wash the herbs and all of that. Okay, I also have an onion, half of an onion in this case, and some garlic. And I'm just throwing this all in there. My hemp seeds. If you are new to hemp seeds, let me introduce you to your new powerhouse sprinkle food. I sprinkle these as much as I can in everything because, like I said earlier, it adds a layer of protein. It's a superfood, it's a seed. We all need more seeds in our life. I sprinkle these in soups. I put them on salads. So anytime you can sprinkle in a little hemp seed, I say go for it. So that's going in there. Get all of that in there. And then I have a mix of seasonings in here. I have cumin, coriander, smoked paprika, and sea salt. I think I got everything in there. All right, so that's going in. Okay, and then last but not least, we need some fresh lemon juice. So you can go as easy or as light on the lemon juice as you like. I'm gonna do a full half of a lemon here because I like them really citrusy and zingy and zesty and all of that. So I'm just gonna put that in here. Okay, wipe off my hands. And so let me tell you before I blend this on, you're not going to be able to hear me. When I develop our recipes, like I said, I'm trying to give you more bang for your batch. So you're in and out of the kitchen in 2 hours or less with those 4 to 6 recipes to turn around dinner really quickly. So those nachos I told you have the baked falafel, which you prep on the weekend. It also has a quinoa tabbouleh, so you're going to cook your quinoa on the weekend, and you're also going to make a dressing out of the lemon thyme hummus that is also on our batch cook list. So that meal takes just about 20 minutes at most, as long as you want your cauliflower to roast. So depending if you like it really crunchy or crispy. While your cauliflower is roasting, you're going to reheat your cauliflower or your falafel. You're going to whip up that dressing with a little water, the hummus with a little water, and you're going to make your tabbouleh. I hope members who are watching, I hope you really try that recipe and tell me what you think. Because I'm serious. I'm just dying over it. I was like eating it straight from the pan. Also on the menu this week, we have my famous black bean and potato enchiladas. And when I say famous, it's because in my social circle, my friends and family love this recipe. I get asked to make it all the time. It's what I bring to a friend in need who's a non-vegan or when I'm entertaining non-vegan. So we also have that on the menu. So we've got the cauliflower nachos, the black bean and potato enchiladas. We also have a creamy, dairy-free roasted tomato and fennel soup, and we're serving that with sweet potato cheese toast. If you've never made sweet potato toast, that's also a fun recipe. I almost made that today as well. So many good recipes to profile. So that's also on the menu for this week. And then last but not least, we have, what was the other one? Oh, hummus quesadillas. So we're taking we're batch cooking that lemon thyme hummus, and we're gonna put that, make a double batch. We're gonna use it in those nachos, and we're also gonna make some quesadillas with it. So again, more bang for your batch. And every week we double batch something and use it in 2 completely different ways, because we know a lot of people don't like to eat the same thing more than once during the week. And we know we've got picky kids in the house, and so we like to change it up. So that's the menu for this week. I'm going to blend this up. And I like to, about halfway through, I like to get my little spatula and just zhuzh it down to make sure I'm getting all of the pieces. And you'll notice that I coarsely chopped the onion and the garlic before I put it in there, just to help the food processor along, and so I don't get any big chunks of any of that anywhere. Oh my goodness, smells so good. All right, so I'm gonna keep going. And these free, I should wait to talk because it's probably really loud. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh, it's so good. And it smells so good. I don't know how I can smell it through the food processor, but I was gonna say these freeze really well. So if you wanna make a batch, I'm gonna just zhuzh it one more time and give it one more. I suggest you bake them first, then you put them on your cookie sheet and in the freezer and let them freeze. And after they've been in there a while and have been frozen, then take them and put them individually. You can stack them in like a glass, I love those snap top containers. Or you could do the resealable bags. The stasher bag would be great to use as well, once they're frozen. Okay, so this is ready. Let me show you what it looks like. I don't know, Stephanie, can you show them what it looks like? There we go, I was twisting it the wrong way. So here you go. This is what the batter looks like, and it smells, you can't smell it, but let me tell you, it smells heavenly and fresh. And now I'm gonna show you how to do how to form them, which couldn't be any easier. Now you could turn these into balls. Do we have any questions, by the way, before I go? Because I know it's kind of a quick recipe, so I'm kind of speeding through. But if anyone has any questions.
Just a quick comment by Marcia said it matches your favorite kitchen green.
It does. You know what? It is a beautiful color. I love the spinach in here, by the way. So I have a 17-year-old and she loves falafel, but she's not a big spinach fan. So this is my way to get her to try the spinach, to have the spinach. Actually, and you know what? We ate, now that I'm thinking about it, Alex and I ate all the nachos when I tested it, so she didn't get to try the spinach falafel. So I'm gonna get back to you guys on what the verdict is there, because she does not like spinach. So we're gonna see, but you can't really taste the spinach. So what I'm gonna do here, what was I gonna say? Oh, sorry. A couple of things I wanted to say here. I told you about the freezing. This is you can form them in balls, is what I'm like, where was I going with this? Or you can do the flat shape, which is what I like to do. And so I'm just gonna use the cookie scoop here. And this is my, imperfect, perfect process, whatever. This is the way I like to do it. You do you. So I just put a scoop in there, and then I kind of look at that. It just flattens, so it's so pretty. Look at it, it looks like a perfect falafel. Okay, I get a little excited about falafel, you guys. I love me some falafel. And it's so easy to make. The one, you can buy some at the store, but it might have grain in it. I'm trying not to do gluten because it's hard for me to digest sometimes. You don't know how much oil and salt they're putting in. So these are really easy. Like I said, this batch makes 14. I'm doing half today, so we're gonna get 7 out of here. And I'm just patting them down and just give it a little pat. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna bake these at 350. You're gonna bake them for 10 to 15 minutes. It depends on your oven, until they're firm. And then you're gonna flip them, and they'll get brown on the bottom. You're gonna flip them, and then you're gonna cook them, I think it was about another 5 to 10 minutes. Again, you wanna check them. You don't want them to dry out. I don't have my recipe right in front of me, but you're gonna, depending on your oven, if you have a convection, I have a convection, so things cook faster. And then once they're done, you're gonna pull them out and let them sit. Let your falafel sit for about 10 minutes to cool before you handle them. Kind of like a cookie, you don't want it to fall apart, right? You want it to kind of to do its thing while it's you want it to rest a little bit. And then, like I said, if you want to freeze them, go straight into the freezer once they've cooled and let them, freeze up. And then you can transfer them to whatever container you want to use. Like I said, I think the reusable bags by Stasher would be really good, or I'm a big fan of those snap and lock glass containers. I guess that's what you call. Exo has them, there's Snapware, there's a bunch of different ones. Okay, so that's, what am I on? I can't do math. 5. I'm gonna get 2 more out of here. Let's see. 6. And again, you could roll these in balls. You don't have to do them flat like this. This is the way I like it. And then, number 7, let me scoop up all the goodness that's left in here. Oh, that's gonna actually a little bit, it's gonna be a big one. Okay. Now, all of our recipes, we update every week an ingredient substitution guide. So if any of these ingredients you're like, I don't like, cumin, or I don't have mint, whatever, this is a very forgiving recipe. So use or coriander. Coriander is a good one. Not everybody likes coriander. You could omit the coriander. You could, if you're not a big fan of parsley, you could do cilantro. We give you options for different things. But with this recipe, it's really forgivable. It's really easy. So sub in whatever herbs. If you're not a mint fan, you don't have to put mint in there. I highly recommend keeping the spinach though, because it just is a fun way to get your spinach in for the day. So this is how they look, and we'll pop them in the oven. I won't make you wait for that, but this is how they will look, and they will get crispy and golden when you flip them, okay? And then again, remember to let them rest for about 10 minutes before you start handling them, just like you would a cookie. Do we have any questions? No? Okay, so let me just kind of recap really quick. I want to remind you, if you're joining late, we've got a free meal prep magic challenge starting Monday. It's free live Monday through Thursday on Instagram, batchcookingclub.com/magic to sign up and get the free workbook. This is great for my members too. If you're struggling just to get into your routine after the holiday season, or 3 weeks into the new year, and maybe you're still struggling with getting back into a groove, this is the challenge for you, and we're gonna have fun. So that's happening. And then all of our recipes, if you want to learn more about Batch Cooking Club, we have this week's menu posted over at batchcookingclub.this-week. You can see what we're cooking up. Like I mentioned, we always give you 4 dinners and then 4 to 6 other recipes to batch cook on the weekend to speed up those dinners during the week. And we don't just give you the recipes, we give you a step-by-step plan that keeps you active, so you're not just doing idle work, but you're always busy, and we get you in and out in 2 hours or less so you can go on about your business and have fun. Not that cooking isn't fun, because I love my time in the kitchen, as you can tell. I would love to connect with you over on Instagram as well. We're at Batch Cooking Club, just like we are here on Facebook. And then if you'd like to connect with me personally, I am Veegmama, Veegmana, over on Facebook as well as on Instagram. And I'm very active on both accounts and happy to connect and answer questions if you have questions. So with that being said, do we have any questions? No questions? All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We will be back next Thursday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with a recipe for buffalo chickpea salad. So I hope to see you there.